it is not surprising that Spotify is trying to distance themselves from UMG's allegedly manipulative practices to artificially inflate streaming numbers on behalf of one of its other artists. If Spotify and UMG have nothing to hide, then they should be perfectly fine complying with this basic discovery request. No. Fam. You know why? Because you. I don't have to do that.
Let's read Spotify's response to Drake. Beyond denying allegations, Spotify repeatedly criticizes Drake for going to court in the first place, calling his claims a conspiracy, far-fetched, and speculative. In questioning why Spotify, a stranger to the long-running feud between Drake and Kendrick, as they would be, they're a DSP. A DSP that I don't know, it existed. It was in its infancy stages, though, when they first appeared. Like, I don't even think it was one of the more popular streaming services at that time. When Drake and Kendrick first come, niggas was still streaming on LimeWire when Drake first came out. I had a LimeWire.
Yeah.
I had a LimeWire and a FrostWire.
Yeah.
The predicate of the petitioner's entire request for discovery from Spotify is false. Spotify and UMG have never had any such agreement. What the petitioner is seeking to do here is to bypass the normal pleading agreements and to obtain, by way of a pre-action discovery, that which it would only be entitled to seek were it to survive a motion to dismiss. This subversion of a normal judicial process should be rejected. The petition asserts no specific facts of any kind in support of these alleged RICO and deceptive practices violations. Instead, it relies exclusively on speculation or the claims of anonymous individuals on the internet. That last sentence is a bar. All of this is dependent on anonymous sources on the internet, fam. We talking about guys that called in the academic stream and said some shit. That's what we talking about. Or debunked TikTok videos. Now the court date has been filed for, or I think it's like the first week of the year. I think it's January 5th or 6th, one of those.
I can't remember.
First week of the year. So they've already scheduled the hearing. So we're going to get down to it.
So Spotify also said that, let me actually read the quote. Spotify has no economic incentive for users to stream Not Like Us over any of Drake's tracks. Only one of Spotify for Artists tools, called Marquee, was purchased on behalf of the song Not Like Us for €500 to promote the track in France. So essentially, if anything, the only thing that was done was some advertising in France.
I always said this shit was going to be hard to prove, because if you expect them to produce records that's going to show that, oh, we paid off this DJ to play Drake or to play Kendrick instead of Drake, you're stupid. You're dumb. I cannot understand why we are putting in anonymous guys who are naming individuals who are not on the payroll at Universal as, oh, well, they paid me $2,500 in points, as serious, like, reliable information, and taking it to court. Why did y'all? I understand Drake's legal representation. He probably pay y'all a lot. He probably one of them clients that y'all don't tell no. But, like, y'all embarrassing your own representation. Y'all gonna have to represent other people.
Well,
gotta represent other people other than Drake, right?
I'll talk about that here in a second.
Like,
well.
GD.
But yeah, Marquee apparently is a visual ad that is disclosed to the users as a sponsor recommendation. So, first of all, as far as I'm concerned, Spotify didn't have to give that information. So the fact that they did leads me to believe that they're
completely confident in whatever it is.
Yeah, that's probably
that would
one of the
even
only
be
things
turned
that
over.
Happened.
Yeah, if they even had to turn it over.
Yeah. On top of that, Drake's team, so we can announce them by name, Wilkie, Farr, and Gallagher is their lawyer team, responded to Spotify's denial in a statement by saying, it is not surprising that Spotify is trying to distance themselves from UMG's allegedly manipulative practices to artificially inflate streaming numbers on behalf of one of its other artists. If Spotify and UMG have nothing to hide, then they should be perfectly fine complying with this basic discovery request. No.
Fam.
You know why? Because fuck you. I don't have to do that.
Well, it's that, and then also you're trying to get, like they said, you're trying to subvert the normal legal process, right? Instead of just filing a lawsuit, That's why all of this seems so funky. They're filing a petition for discovery outside of a lawsuit. Mm-hmm. They're asking to say, hey, Universal, give us evidence of your wrongdoing before we go to court, is what they're saying.
Yeah.
And it's all based on things that are speculative or from anonymous sources on the internet. He doesn't have anything concrete. He doesn't have a source that told him this. He fabricated it, and he wants UMG to substantiate it. He wants Spotify to substantiate it. No! Either present the evidence that make this go to trial or SMD. And then go back to work because you still owe us $400 million.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, no. I mean, in this case, like you said, Spotify doesn't have to say anything. They can pretty much give Drake their ass to kiss. And despite that, they even gave you a little nugget like, yeah, they paid €500 for this, but
€500. He talking big payola, and they like, well, I mean, I guess we paid $500 to get you playing in Europe.
But they gave like, you what? That. They didn't even have to give you
like
that.
Like what?
So yeah, nah, it's looking real bad over there.
Said, yeah, we bought you a stick of gum, I guess. If that's what you was talking about.
I mean, let's be done with this. Hopefully quickly.